And so the first thing I have a question for you is because a lot of people in your shoes, or a lot of millennials and Gen Z, they feel betrayed by the system. They're like, yeah, I went to school, I took on this debt, I worked for a job, I hated it, I hate my boss, and now I'm forced to become an entrepreneur. And they hate it. They hate the fact that they were lied to. And so, how do it's great that you took the steps to become an entrepreneur, but a lot of people still have this baggage of resentment and hatred towards the traditional route. And how do you heal from that? How do you become the better version of yourself?
That's a great question. So I would say any trauma at all or any negative feeling at all, you have to understand your relationship with it. No matter if it's a system, no matter if your family betrayed you or your friend betrayed you, whenever something negative happens in your life, we all have a decision of how we want to have a relationship with that past experience. If we're able to shift our awareness to changing the relationship we have in our mind with that previous experience, changing the meaning that experience has in our mind, we can then transform it to a positive. And I'll use your example. So a lot of people are feeling betrayed by the system. They're feeling hurt. They're feeling in a corner. All of these negative emotions, which are very normal, by the way. The system is not made for us to be abundant and fulfilled. That's definitely not what they have in mind. So we have a choice. The first thing we need to understand as well is every second we spend in a negative state, in a state of upset or fear or worry or doubt, any negative state, it's only hurting us. It's only hurting us. Number two, we can't control it, right? We can only focus on what we can control. If we're going to be in a negative state about something we can't control, that is the number one recipe for an awful disaster, because you're in this state of like purgatory. You can't do anything about it, right? So we need to understand that, one, we have to get into a positive state. We have to. There's nothing we can do about it. It's out of our control. We can only focus on what we can control, and we have to be in a positive state, and we have to learn from it as well. Not every experience is a net negative. There's a lot of negative experience that I've been through, corporate America to be specific, where I've learned a lot of things, right? Not everything is an awful experience. So learn from it, shift your perspective and your relationship on that negative experience, and use those lessons so you can take action and actually control the things you can